Hi guys, and welcome to a what is slash first impressions video of Rune 2. It's me, Insamnohty, guesting on Indecredible again because I can't get away from these video games. I've been sent a key for this from Indecredible because personally I have interest in this because I feel like I'm one of the few people who actually played the original Rune Viking Warlord. It's a game that's not talked about much, but I actually personally really enjoyed and liked a lot. It was a tricky little action-adventure game from the PS2 era. And yeah, it was fun. The full disclosure, I have no idea what to expect from this. The storefront says it's Breath of the Wild mixed with Skyrim or something. There's a lot of weird quotes and things that just make me like, is this still Rune Viking Warlord? What is this game now? So I honestly have no idea what to expect. However, I have high hopes because I liked Rune Viking Warlord. I'm hoping this game gives them the credit they deserved from the first one, because the first one is a pretty fantastic game. I'm praising it like it was perfect. It was a PS2 era game. It had the jank you expected from PS2, but it was fun. It was a really cool game. So I'm gonna hop in. I'm not gonna hop into online. It seems like this game's built a lot around cooperative play, but I'm gonna be playing solo for a bit. I might hop into the online later, see what's going on. Bit of a warning. I'm going to start using my keyboard. I'm going to try and use controller. If controller doesn't work, I'm going to have to use my keyboard. So you're going to hear me clickety-clacking on my big mechanical keys. I apologise for that. Hopefully not too irritating. But yeah. Let's hop into Rune 2 and see what it has to offer for us. Okay, so we have to create a Viking. Let's call it Insamnohty and just name it after myself because I'm that creative. I was worried for a second her tits might be out because there's no age rating on this game so far, so I actually don't know. Let's make a guy. I'm a guy Viking. I'd say I'll make myself, but I'm not this beefy, so fat chance it's gonna look anything like me. I'm a scrawny little twig man in comparison to these Viking boys. It's giving big long hair. These are some weird style choices. Does it have anywhere he's got hair on top? I'm digging that. Brown. He's got to give him a beard. Oh, look at that big curly tash. Let's get full beard in here. He's a Viking. He needs a Viking beard. Gotta make a real Viking. Could do it like that. That's pretty sick. Tattoos. What we got? Put some squiggles on his tits. I don't know about the tummy dragons. That one's not bad. He's got tummy dragons and squiggles on his tits. That one looks like someone tattooed barbed wire to his arm. That was actually kind of cool, as much as I took the piss immediately, because that's just who I am. I don't know, what am I feeling? I feel like I'm feeling barbed wire and nonsense. This one's pretty cool. Let's go with barbed wire and nonsense. I don't want to spend too much time on this screen, because I want to get into it. Let's not immediately randomize what I created. Yep, this guy looks pissed at the choices I've made already, so he's clearly my guy. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to swears because YouTube might tell off the video. I apologise, Lewis, if my slippy tongue gets you in trouble. I forget YouTube's for children now.
The children of the North hear tales of Ragnar Jarlsson, a fierce warrior who
now, the original game was a single-player arcadey thing, so I should shut up. This is a cutscene.
But the trickster broke free from the shackles that restrained him and brought chaos to the Nine Realms. And now, the end of the world is upon us.
Shit.
Ragnarok. Midgard is torn by war, storms, and the wrath of fierce beasts. It was foretold Ragnarok would end with Loki's death. Nothing has happened as foretold. Loki has sealed himself on the Vigrid plane to avoid his fate. Awaken, warrior. Rise up from the underworld and return to the mortal realm. Do what the gods cannot. End Ragnarok. Let nothing stand in your way.
What's the game that starts with "Arise, warrior" and you go and burst out of the
Welcome, awakened
crypt?
To a land more dead than alive. I am Heimdall, and I've resurrected you in a world shattered by Ragnarok.
Okay, can I use
by
controller?
Loki Midgard is a memory. Time has no meaning here.
We might be in luck. I might be able to use
Ragnarok
controller.
rages without end while what is left of humankind carves out a brutish existence. Desperate men and women slaughter one another like animals.
Right. One thing I immediately need... Oh, Jesus. This is, more in depth than the first game, which is good, I suppose. The first game was... It was interestingly arcadey. It had this... I feel like it did what Zelda Breath of the Wild wanted to with weapons. The weapons were very disposable in the first game. You kind of just nicked them from enemies and then smashed them against enemies and threw them at enemies. So it's like, this axe isn't mine, I don't give a shit. And then you lobbed it in a skeleton's face. And it bounced back and you picked it up, but it was almost broken. So you're like, whatever, I'll get his sword instead. You felt like a Viking in the first game. In Rune Viking Warlord, you really feel like a Viking. It's every review thing ever. This is where your items are stored. You can filter items by clicking tabs at the top, okay. Hotbar to bind weapons or usables to your hotkeys. So, one thing I noticed coming into this is it doesn't say single player, it says local or online, and the servers seem to be looking at about 4 players. I think they're basing this around you having a small team of people you're playing with. I mean, if this good, getting a group of people and playing Viking Boys together sounds like a lot of fun. Stats, crafting, recipes. Okay, fine. I can craft things. I may want to switch to mouse and keys for. Oh, is it giving me? It just gives me my mouse on the analog stick. Okay, so it's not 100% designed for controller. I can use it for bits. I'm actually moving my mouse with controller at the moment. So one thing I want to do is this, and hopefully that'll affect my controller rotation. It made it slower, what the fuck? Let me use mouse and keyboard to fix this quickly. It's a little bit quicker, but let's just do that and see if I'm suddenly spinning at the speed of light. Oh my god, I've broken everything. I can't turn the camera. This is a really good start. Hold on to your butts, guys, because this is gonna get fun. That's so slow, though. Settings. Okay. Maybe if I do it like here? That's not bad. Okay, it's working a little bit higher. That'll do it. I don't want to set it too high anyway, because I don't want to make you poor guys dizzy. Let's go, Viking boy! Okay, I got a bronze sword. What's the countdown timer? Shit. There's a countdown of an hour and something. And the music just got real. Okay, I'm pressing some buttons, but nothing... Oh, I put my sword away. I don't know if I want to put my sword away. Maybe if I... Let's keep my sword out. Leather harness. Provides a little protection. Oh, he auto-equipped it. It actually had gear and stuff in... So in the original Rune Viking Warlord, as far as I remember, what happened was you picked up gear, but it broke very easily. It was kind of like Maximo Army of Zin, if any of you have played that, where you picked up the armor and it just kind of broke. Oh dear, I am hungry for meat, come to me. What swingeth my sword? It's RB instead of RT. Come here, dear. Hey, that weapon's got some weight to it. Some wheat? Some weight. With the rising water came the beasts. What had been accustomed to slaughtering now began to slaughter us. Boars with spears for tusks. I didn't get time to read that, and I read reasonably fast. I also wanted to read it out loud for you beautiful people. I'm getting a little bit of lag spikes, but not bad. I'd rather it didn't, Joel. At the moment I've got the game set on like ultra graphics, so I wanted it to look as pretty as possible. It looks a little bit laggy on the video end. Hopefully that frame rate isn't like that for you guys on the actual video. The Longhouse is vital for survival. Ragnarok's threats are numerous. Beast moths, the elements, and Longhouse. Can the text stay longer, please? I don't get time to read it. Let's go, mate. I keep treading on lizards. Poor lizards. It's alright, I'll eat them. In the original Rune Viking Warlord, literally all you ate was raw lizards. Uh-oh. Can I use, like, right stick to lock on or anything? I'm sure left... yeah, it was blocking. Okay, so left trigger's blocked, but RB is swing sword. Can you still throw your weapon? You can! So, in Rune Viking Warlord, a good thing you could do, because you had loads of weapons on you anyway, so there was no reason not to. Especially if you saw like lizards on the walls and stuff, if you threw your sword at it. Shit, where'd my sword go? Okay, plan B, I've still got my fists.
Necessary respite for even the hardiest warrior. Gather wood from the trees and stone from the rocks, that you may build a longhouse upon old Wotan Kelt's foundations.
Gravel man in my head. Can you tell me where my sword went? Never mind, there's a chest here. I guess I'll just have to punch things. That's pretty Viking anyway. Let's repair this longhouse and see what that does for me. So it's a very linear adventure game, the first one. This one, I feel like maybe they're trying to go more like Conan the Barbarian. It doesn't have prompts for me using controller. This game isn't quite controller ready yet, clearly, but I'll just continue using controller anyway, because I don't want you listening to my keyboard inputs. With my clan gone, I have to defend myself. My campfire burns down, keep predators killed. Roasted meat gives me more strength and more, and never makes me sick. Still didn't get time to read it, and I was trying to do linguistic gymnastics there. Not gymnastic, jamnastics. Tastes more like strawberries. Runes of the honoured and damned both be warned for countless weekends people won't cut enter the ages of Ragnarok, or before you remains with them, or before you denied Valhalla, just same. I can't read that fast, man! The lore seems cool, but it's disappearing too fast. It's not going into my inventory or anything as that. Is there anywhere else I can read this? New paths available. Press Y to access. Well, it's definitely not Y on my controller. Okay, so I recommend you guys, if you end up thinking, this looks cool, probably play it with mouse and keyboard, because it's not quite ready for this yet. But they're clearly thinking about it, because the controller has some of the stuff on. Okay, so I'm gathering wood and stone. Okay, so it seems there's lots of crafting and stuff going on. I feel like this game is maybe taking some beats from Age of Conan. Wow, Minecraft style, just punch the rocks for what I need. Because Age of Conan, I actually ended up enjoying quite a bit. I did play it with a friend, which definitely helps a lot. But the whole survival aspect can be enjoyable. What I'm hoping is there's a lot of, like, good level design dungeons, though. I'm hoping it's not just a big open world, because I remember Rune Viking Warlord having very, like, Quake-style levels, that old-school shooter where it was just big, like, labyrinths to explore, filled with monsters and stuff to find. Mainly roof lizards to throw your sword at, and hopefully not have it go off a cliff so you're stuck with your fists. But, you know, it's kind of Viking punching the trees instead, because you threw your sword away in a fit of anger. Music's good. It's atmospheric. I built a house all by myself. Big Viking man. I want to cook lizard. Level requirements 1. Do I go up in levels? I do. I get XP for cooking lizards. Cook lizards. Cook that.
Loki gifted this island to the Droga Hraim, but the land belonged already to old Wotankeld. Go to the stone that marks the battle between Hraim and Clan Wotankeld. There I will tell you more.
Discover new locations and artifacts using this map. Reveal more areas by exploring and sailing through. You can sail as well. The legend will describe what each symbol means. Tends to be what a legend does. Bifrost Gate. Cool. Artifacts, quests, last ship, vault, longhouse. Is this what they meant by... Because they compare... Someone on the store who was called Thor, so I don't think he's a legit reviewer or anything. I apologise, Thor, if you are. Please don't throw your hammer through my window. But he said it was like Breath of the Wild mixed with Skyrim. Which is an interesting comparative, to be sure, considering what I know of the original Rune Viking Warlord. I got recipes for a bronze spear. Hopefully I won't... Actually, wouldn't throwing the spear be better anyway? I'm not gonna, because I'll lose it again. I don't really want to lose my spear again. Armor, materials. Is there like a weight limit or anything? Or am I good to just hold all this stuff? So my hotbar's covered in stuff, but I can't really use it because of controller. Let's go this waypoint. Let's just explore. I want to sink my teeth in, see what this has to offer. I've got to say, initial experience, this is, it's interesting. I want to see where they go with this. I'm hoping there's lots of stuff in this world.
Many of old Wotankeld's people, until the wily chief bound the Droga with sacred stones. I would see this island set free. Destroy the 3 binding stones and slay Hraim as he awakens.
Hi there. Ow! Stab him. Stab him. Okay, what I might do just to get a feel for it is... I'm gonna play with the mouse and keyboard for a bit. To see how the combat feels with mouse and keyboard. Because I'm not sure if I'm finding all the buttons on the controller. So, warning, there's going to be some clicky-clacky. Okay, so Q aims my spear. That's stab, that's block. I did see one weird thing in options, actually. It says enable dodge. Surely I want to tick this, right? Yeah, it just makes it so you can double tap for dodge. That's... Yeah, I play fighting games, that's fine. Enjoy listening to that, though.
Praise Loki!
I'll be praising Loki. He's only cool in the Marvel movies. Give me that copper sword. Right, just give me everything you're on. Can I cook them as well? I'm a Viking. I'm sure cannibalism isn't that big a deal to me. Salvage to learn recipe. Ooh. Well, that's kind of cool. So if I salvage it... Recipe known, salvage for materials, fair condition repair... I can't repair it here, but I'm guessing I can repair it somewhere else. What do these do? I can salvage these to learn recipes as well. I feel like that's a good call, making it so I know how to make things. I was gonna say, can I salvage the lizard to learn how to breed lizards? I don't think that's how that works, but you know, it was worth a shot. I pressed E to pick that up, not F, but it's fine. Can he climb up walls? I like the fact I don't need a pickaxe. I'm just like, are you kidding? All of this stuff does the same thing. Resisting the edge of survival is wearing, especially on my weapons. They're always hard to use. Ready piece of whetstone gives even the most worn blade a battle-ready edge. Do I have any whetstones? I feel like whetstone is probably something I have to craft. Okay. He just bites it and throws it away. How very wasteful of you, my Viking friend. I was gonna say, can I pick up that mushroom? I can pick up all these mushrooms. The flesh of animals is not all that sustains me. Mushrooms good too. Eating them make me strong, especially when roasted. Me like roasty mushroom. Me make mushroom soup. Ooh ooh ah ah. That's not Viking at all, but I really can't read this. Can I put the spear away to punch the rocks so I don't waste my stuff? Oh, that bit at the bottom's a stamina bar. I should pay attention. That's probably why my attacks were shit earlier as well. I'm guessing dodging costs stamina too. Okay. I don't know why dodge was disabled. I'm gonna guess there's a key for it, but I just don't know. Oh, alt switches between two shortcut bars. Right. I'm gonna keep playing with mouse and keyboard, but I reckon I can keep my tappy tap to a minimum. You're also probably sick of me talking about that, but I apologize. I'm very conscious of it. Ooh, purple rock. Punch rock. Good, that's what I was supposed to do. I do not know how to do anything but violence. Oh yeah, new paths available, plus Y to access. Path of Voyager. Oh, okay, so there's lots of things that will to give me clues on what to do. A fragment of Himel's horn meant to usher in the coming of Ragnarok. It was broken to bits by Loki's follower. Plus one cursed item increases Loki attacks. Oh, so is that like a special thing I can only craft for the next hour and a bit? Weird. Oh, I see what's going on. I'm trying to destroy this, but I've got to find the stones that bind to it by following the directions of the train. Chain? Not train. It's definitely not a train. Up the rocks. Oh, you can climb! Nice! What's in the box? Leather scraps, cloth strap. It's still saying F and I'm pressing E. I'm such a rebel. Your shortcuts are not mine. Punch rock. You sure about that? I've got a very big spear. Right in the face. I want this spear back. Die. Yeah, this has still got that Rune Viking Warlord edge to it of just going, nah, screw you, I'm gonna throw my weapon in your head. I love the fact the spear stuck as well, and he just came at me with a spear lodged in his head. Ridiculous.
What?
Who's saying what? Where? Oh shit, I'm out of stamina. I hope your stamina gets bigger, because holy crap, this is dangerous. This guy's kind of big. Shit. My weapon. Human arm? Oh no. Can I eat the human arm? Oh, a shield. A shield. I've got his helmet on! I'm a real Viking now, because I've got a horny helmet. Oh, is there any way to view me from the front? I want to see what I look like with my horny helmet on. Oh look, emotes. Is there a dance? Oh no. Is it Techno Viking? Is it fucking Techno? Of course it is. That guy's really not happy about the fact everyone enjoyed him dancing. Oh well. Can't stop us enjoying it.
The final binding stone is broken. Harime is free. Rid this island of that betrayer, and you may earn something to carry you across the sea. A vessel to keep you safe upon those freezing waters.
Break the center. Defeat perimeter. Oh my god! Sick! I need to be careful because I'll run out of stamina. Combat's very simple but effective. It actually feels a lot like the first Rune. There's not like crazy combos or anything. You kind of just swing your weapon and block. Which is fine. It might get more advanced later, I have no idea. Oh, I managed to lock on. I have no idea how. That's actually kind of confusing. Oh dear. Have this arm. I'm eating lizards, leave me alone. Ah! Woo! Okay, they stagger sometimes, but not all the time. This is actually... he's a bit of a tricky bugger. He's got a lot of health. Like, a crazy amount of health. But then again, the sword I'm using might just be a piece of crap. I didn't pick it up off any of them. And I threw the first sword I got away, so yeah. That doesn't help. Let's try an axe in his head, that'll teach him. How'd you like all these weapons? Get him in, you boy. Can I have my axe back? Just pulling weapons out of it. Woo. My max health must be huge. Considering he's taking hundreds off me. Meanwhile, I'm taking 6. I really need to use this shield. The block animation is very reserved. I'm not actually noticing I'm blocking. It does deflect his attack though, which is really good. I really wish I had more healing items as well. Oh shit, he knocked me over. No, I'm dead. Choose your respawn. I'm guessing... oh, it's the gates you respawn from. Okay, so I'm back here.
Welcome back to the living. They are eager for you to set them free.
I hope he hasn't got all his health back. Well, if he has, let's go to... because I lost my armor as well. That broke. So let's go back to the base and see if I can actually craft something to make him die quicker. I'm out of stamina. I need to be careful. God, there's loads of you buggers. Also, this sword is clearly shit, because I was killing these guys in 2 hits with the sword they gave me at the start. I think I need to figure out how to craft that. Also, hi Rune the Disgraced! I see you're not going to let me figure out how to craft a better sword. Shit. Ah! Rim! Give us a break! Don't come in! This is my house! No. God damn it. Stop trying to kill me through the wall, I'm busy making dinner. Can I craft a... Let's have a stone axe, a spear, a torch, why not? He's got little to no health left. I didn't really expect him to follow me, but fine. Oi! Get out my front door. No unsolicited salespeople. Eat my axe. Whoa! I got his sword.
Rune left you scraps of his seafaring wisdom.
Gotta be better than mine, right?
Use them to construct a raft to carry you over the darkened waters to the islands beyond.
Light of Wotan Cold. Inventory. I have all sorts of weird bits on me. So did my armor just like break, or did some of it drop around my body? Let's go back to where I died and see if it's got like a Dark Souls-y thing going on, where I dropped stuff for dying. Because that's a pretty classic mechanic for these kinds of games. Not that Dark Souls invented that, but you know. Wait, if I just... it doesn't seem to have left my body around, because it was here that I died. Ooh, shrums. So is this sword just too big for an axe? If I pull that out, will it put the axe back on? I'm guessing what you need to do is if you put a sword aboard and then the greatsword next to it, and then I can put my cooked lizards and my mushroom soups, or whatever I did with the mushrooms. I think I just fried them into something. So if I get a sword out and then press a shortcut for the shield, it'll equip that. Ah, there we go. And then my shield's on my back. Dick! I wonder where my experience bar is. Oh, bottom right. Am I getting like stat points that I can put in, or does it just kind of generally go up? God power, resistances, attack, speed, stamina, and health. Pretty standard stuff. Craft a raft. Okay, that sounds like a request. Requires tree pitch. Do I just have to chop down more trees then? Yeah, there we go, tree pitch. Don't let the trees fall on you. Also, just punch the trees, because it doesn't break your weapons. And it's funnier. This is how the Vikings built rafts. They ran around punching down the local forests so that they could travel by sea. It's historically accurate. Google it. I got some tree pitch, but I feel like not as much. Stamina bar's a little bit intrusive, but I'm assuming you'll be able to get items and stuff to help with that later. Usually on these more crafty, survival-y style games, which I wasn't expecting it to lean in as heavily as it has. But usually on this kind of stuff, that alleviates. Like, you have to start off as someone who's clearly not that strong. Otherwise, what's the point in wanting bigger gear and stuff if you're beating everything from go? I keep killing myself with trees. Not the best lumberjack in the world. I'm definitely not okay. It's because I drink all night and I drink all day. Craft raft. Craft raft. Place your raft at the nearby
Nord knew the
dock.
tragedies of Ragnarok better than most. Go now to Nord's misery, built by the farmer as he watched his farmlands drown. Your seaward journey begins there.
How happy.
Place your raft in the water at the end of the wharf. Set sail, and while you're on the water, I will share with you how we two may take the fight to Loki. and end his eternal Ragnarok.
Let's go sailing. I mean, I'm intrigued by what I'm seeing so far. It's fun. It's got that very like old school combat jank. It's entertaining, but it's by no means like a polished, refined experience. But you're not really going to be expecting that from something like this. And sometimes you're not looking for polish and refined. You're just looking for stupid fun and lots of stuff to do. And that's honestly kind of what I was hoping for here as well. Do I just kind of... What do I do? I don't know how... Oh god, the water's freezing me. The water's freezing me.
I knew Ragnarok was upon us. I reached for the Gjallarhorn to warn the gods, but the instrument was gone. One of Loki's minions had spirited it away. I could not sound the alarm as I was destined to do.
Maybe if I put it on my hotbar.
Failed Asgard.
There we go.
I failed Midgard. If I possessed the Gjallarhorn once more, I would blow a hole
Father, do you have any stories? Boy, now is not the time for stories. But father, I'm bored and the giant snake's looking at me funny. Fine. I'll tell you about the tortoise and the hare. I've heard that one, father. And I have a new one. No, I've run out of stories. I tear things apart. I don't write books. Big statues. Sorry, this is very God of War to me, the whole Saily bit now. The newer God of War left a very lasting impression. I will use my English now. Ooh, female Viking. Representation in statues. It's a big purple light, like those lock orb things. So is this just like a big map to explore? Oh yeah, that's a reasonable size map. So you can play this together with 4 people then? I could see this being a lot of fun with a group of friends. If you had a group of like a few other people, 3 preferably, and you all sat down and just went, let's play Vikings together. That could be a lot of fun. It's running reasonably well at ultra graphics. I'm getting stutters every now and then, but you got to bear in mind I'm also recording on the same computer as well. So there's a chance that's causing it. And also that I could just turn the graphics down, but I don't want to. Visually it looks pretty good.
This Bifrost Gate offers more than rebirth after death like the others. It bears the magic of Gjallarhorn as well. You are close now, warrior.
I love how grim he is. There's something about just sullen sounding men that make stories that much more dramatic. Is that a bloody troll? He's a big troll boy.
A sacrifice for Loki.
Hey, you ain't sacrificing shit. Come here. Give me that bow.
Who sent you?
No one sent me. I sent me. I just come and kill things for the hell of it. Holy Jesus. He did my health bar. Oh cool, I can respawn on the island that I just got to. So I'm guessing if you find these warp gates, you can spawn here.
The wind in your lungs. This was
Complete
your
past
world.
rewards
Take it back.
XPs. So this is like post-Norse apocalypse then? Because Loki's taken control of everything and now the world's mad and whatnot. These guys are cool. That boar is, having extreme sex with a younger boar. That might be illegal. I'm gonna look away now. Oh, I can repair this longhouse. Oh, I need more tree. Luckily, the local trees aren't exactly, not abundant. Oh, wow, the weather made my muscles all wet and shiny. Someone's going to be getting horny about that. It's definitely not me. Sweats profusely. Wet Viking needs somewhere to lay his head. Had I finished this place and I didn't realise? I thought I hadn't finished it yet. Oh, is there a forge and stuff I didn't even realise? Yeah, there is. That's totally a forge. So I could harvest some iron ore and make a proper sword. I now have a bow, which means I can craft arrows. That would be good to invest in. Helm and chestplate of the warrior. I won't lie, I'm really liking this. This is cool. I'd love to play this with more people, but just playing it alone, I'm actually having a lot of fun. It's interesting. Like, I don't mind the open world aspect because it seems like it's a dense open world so far. Like, there's a lot of monsters and stuff there to make the environment interesting. I didn't have to trek over half a mountain to get to the next single enemy. Like, there's a lot of contention. It's a struggle going from A to B. It feels like I'm going through a dungeon moving across an area. So it hasn't lost that, like, old school... It's weird. Rune Viking Warlord always felt kind of like playing an old school shooter to me. Just you were a third person Viking with swords and shields instead. It's, don't expect deep combat. Expect simple but satisfying combat. People who've played Rune Viking Warlord, I know there's a few of you out there. I'm not the only one, I swear. But people who've played it will recognise the combat. You slap them a bit with the sword and then you go, this sword's about to break. It's useless to me, and you lodge it in the head. It feels great. It's not deep. It's just fun. But what I'm going to do is... Okay, I have a primal bow, but I assume the wooden bow is better? Oh, there we go. 25 damage versus... Oh, that's 25 damage as well. Oh, I can salvage it to learn the recipe. Oh, the primal bow which I salvaged actually costs less wood to make. So if I craft that, and then craft a bunch of arrows. So I now have a bow. Is there any button I can press to not loose the arrow? Also, can I pick the arrow back up? I can. Nice. I always like it when that's an option. My human arm that I have found is in great condition. I love the fact you can beat people up with severed limbs. That's from the old game as well. Oh. It's a shame I don't still have the armor I was wearing that it fully broke, because that totally repaired everything. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Ah, stop, drop, and roll. Forge runes, cook food. So your house lets you do all your crafting and stuff. Like, everything's just there. There's no build up to that. It's just a case of get in and do it. Right. let's go towards the next objective and see if it's more of the same. Or if it shows us something new. I need to actually let my stamina regen instead of stumbling everywhere. Also, I need to switch these shortcuts back so I can have my sword and board on. Also, the music sure got ominous. Ooh, this looks like something else. Build ground vault. It's a ground vault. Now I need to chop down more trees. Also, this is freezing me. Oh, hi, wolves. I'm guessing there's an item I can use to give me back my stamina quicker. You all stuck in the trees. That's fine, that's just fruit loot. Oh, their names are orange. I bet that means that he's a lot stronger than me. I'm gonna kind of avoid him and gather some wood. I wonder whether I can drop trees on him. I think it did damage to him. It'd be funny if you could kill things by dropping trees on him. I like the whole use environment to your advantage stuff. It's always fun. I feel like I need to craft a big furry armor. Oh shit. Stop killing me! Ah!
His wretched underling has broken my Gjallarhorn! That god's list of crimes just grows and grows. Alright. Bring this fragment to the base of my tower, and we'll work from there.
Oh, it's, I gotta get back on my raft, do I? I'm guessing this is because I'm holding his weird rune thing. It's not exactly the deepest sailing in the world, holy shit. Crashing into walls, let's go. Reveal artifact hunt. Artifact hunt. Oh, an artifact hint. Look at artifact screen. Those need to not disappear as quick.
Though my once great eyes are blurred by injury, I may still offer you some small insight. I have taken a drop of the Gjallarhorn's power and used it to awaken a nearby lodestone. This lodestone is damaged and the last of its kind, but it may yet show you where our remaining piece of Gjallarhorn lies.
Okay. I mean, whatever you say, big man. I'm not well versed in Viking. Oh, that gave me a hint for...
and divine history lie scattered across Midgard. If the magic of several artifacts were unleashed at once, the Sorcerer's Storm would rip an opening in Loki's wall. The lodestone will show you where some artifacts lie. You must seek out these archaisms and return them to the nearest Bifrost Gate. I will take them from there.
Okay. Okay. It's making me travel around a lot, but that's fine. Apart from how funny the raft movement is, it's not exactly the most accurate physics simulation of a raft. Especially considering, does my raft actually have a sail? It does, but it's very see-through. How long have we gone on for now? Ooh, we've gone on about 50 minutes. So, considering this is more of a first impressions thing. Yeah, look, we're lining up and it's another camp. Let's wrap this up, shall we? Let's say the first hour is more than enough to get an idea, and we seem to have a certain amount of game loop going on. I'm hoping there's more variety in the environment. I'm really hoping for dungeons. I'm really hoping for proper little labyrinths to explore and things, that it's all not just on this open world area. The open world area is actually pretty good. I'm getting around it pretty quick. I'm guessing there's more maps than this though, because I mean I've explored what, like 40-50% of it already. If a big chunk of this is water, then I'm getting around it pretty quick. I'm assuming the map's larger than this. Dangerous assumption to make, you never know when that's just not going to be true. But for now, let's assume there's more. There's things called vaults, which I haven't visited. That's my shit. Bifrost Gate is your spawn point. Quests, artifacts. I think quests is that monster I beat at the start. That was kind of cool. The fact he followed me home after I died was hilarious. As I said, there's a little bit of that. You know, this game isn't made by a big team and isn't super polished or anything, but if anything, that makes it more like playing a video game than most video games. I don't know how much that statement makes sense, but stick with me here. Classic video games felt like you were playing a video game because you were given a set of controls, a world, and you had to figure out what the hell to do. Nothing held your hand, nothing went press E to dodge the rock and shoot your gun back and stop the zombie from doing the insta-kill event. I don't know what game that's from. I'm probably trying to say Resident Evil, but this is nothing like Resident Evil. What I'm saying is it's simple and effective. The combat's not deep, but it's fun. The crafting and stuff's interesting. Thank you, Wolf. I'm busy trying to explain things. I should have gone in my house, shouldn't I? You little bastard. I'm trying to wrap this up. Piss off. I'm gonna eat your flesh. Cook him. Cook him. Cook him for interfering.
Oh, you would burn in fire.
Anyway, distraction ended. What I'm saying is, the combat and the general gameplay has that old school arcade element to it. It's simple, but it's immediately satisfying. Being able to go, my sword's about to break, I don't need this shit anymore, and lodging it into an enemy's head is the most Viking thing you could do in a Viking video game, and that's fantastic. The crafting and stuff is cool. I like the idea. It suits the game. I think in terms of games with disposable, destroyable weapons, Rune Viking Warlord revolved a lot around the idea that your weapons weren't something you were keeping a hold of and maintaining or anything. There might have been like a special one you keep. I assume the ones you craft later you'll start caring about a bit more. But most of the weapons you end up using, you're like, this is just a tool, a means to an end. I don't need to keep a hold of this. I need to use it for what it's for, which is killing evil shit. And once that tool is worn and broken, I'm going to throw it at that guy's head and eat it. Eat the guy, because he seems to be able to eat anything. Unless it's a human hand, in which case he kills them with that and then eats them. I'm liking what I've seen from this short intro. It's fun. It's got a lot of the good fun that I remember from Rune Viking Warlord. I'm just hoping for the labyrinthy, mazy, crazy dungeons that were the original Rune Viking Warlord, because it was very much like a linear adventure game now. The fact I can play this with 4 people, and there's online servers, and it's all supported. There's a rent-a-server thing, I'm not sure how much that costs. But there are official servers available to play with people, so that's cool. The fact it's co-op in general is just cool. Any games where you can play with friends, that's good in my book. It's also worth noting, this isn't a full price game. I think it's £25 on British UK pounds. I'm not sure what that translates to in l'Americains. But it's about £25 on the Epic Store. I know, right? The Epic Store, the worst store ever. Oh god, how could I possibly install the Epic Store on my PC? It's gonna destroy it. It's fine, just install the Epic Store. Your computer's not gonna die from having a second storefront installed. It's already got Windows Store on anyway. You already lost that fight. Just install Epic Store. You get a bunch of free games anyway, and then you can rub it in the nose when you're like, all the games I have on Epic I got for free. Unless you bought Rune Viking Warlord, which would be a valuable purchase, I think. I would play this. I'd say this is pretty cool so far. I had fun. Is there anything else I really need to say? I don't know. I played for an hour. I like what I played. It's snowing inside my house. I need to get better at building rooftops. If you just want something where you're playing as Vikings and you're beating up monsters in your Norse mythology world and you get to craft and do all the nonsense you've seen here, I don't think you can go wrong with this game. This feels like... it gives me that Age of Conan vibe, but with more action-y, kinda. It's right into it. You're just out there and you're beating up monsters. There's not as much downtime. And that's cool. Also, the story stuff seems great. It's well voice acted. I'll give the voice acting a plus. Big minus. The text goes too fast. I can't read that shit. Please slow down the lore. I'd really like to read your lore, but I can't read that fast, and I'm a really fast reader. Like, if I wasn't reading that out loud, I'd probably still struggle to read all that, because that was really fast. So, just slow that down a bit, guys. But otherwise, this is cool. This is fun. I give it 3 thumbs up. The other thumb is from the severed hand I collected from the guy earlier. Yeah, I say a lot. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. This was my first hour in Rune Viking Warlord. Not Rune Viking Warlord, that's the first game. I really feel like this game still has the Viking Warlord subtitle, but it doesn't. It's just called Rune 2. This was my first hour in Rune 2. I really enjoyed it. This game is £25. I think that's pretty worth it, because this looks pretty fun. Well, it feels pretty fun. If you liked what you saw, check it out. Thank you for watching. That's been me, Insamnohty, the rambling madman that's not usually part of this channel. God damn it, there's thunder. And, yeah. If you want to see more of me, you can find me Insamnohty on Twitter, if you can spell it. Good luck with that. I'm not anywhere else at the moment because I'm busy producing a comic book, but usually I would be live streaming and things like that. But if you find me on Twitter, give me a follow, and maybe one day you'll get to read some cool stories from me, hopefully. But yeah, that was my first impressions of Rune 2. And I will see you guys some other time. Goodbye.